So this is actually take two. I probably sat down for about 10 minutes talking to a camera that was not recording, which is like ridiculous because look at this. This is the Nikon Z30. And the Z30s have the red recording lamp. And maybe I'm just so used to my Z6 II not having the red recording light telling me that it's actually recording. Oh man, so we gotta do take two. Let's see if I can make this as sincere as the first time, but wow, what a freaking experience. Kentucky. I never thought I would come out here for 5 days, but here we are. It's my first time here, first time at a photography conference. I wanted to sit down and just kind of record like my thoughts right now that are racing through my head. I just got back from a photo walk. We were just going around and taking photos and video, and it was just a ton of fun. This was amazing. I just can't put into words like what my experience was. And if I were, it would be grateful. I'm just so grateful for this experience. This conference was amazing. I got to talk with people all day, every day about their photo editing, their workflows, photography. And it's something I've been doing the last 4 years since COVID. And it wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for Polar Next that I love working for so far. And hopefully I'm doing a good job, but I'm head of their content. I had their YouTube channel, and I'm head of their ambassador program and running their Instagram, and I'm learning the marketing groove. I'm getting in the groove, but I appreciate my founders, my CEOs, vision for our content and community, and just letting me do what I do best, and meeting photographers and chatting about editing and chatting about workflows and things like that. So I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Polar Next. And I'm super grateful for the opportunity to become, because the people that I've gotten to know through Twitch, the Nikon ambassadors, my friend Jeff from Nikon, who sends me out cameras to play with and check out, and I only knew them through email, and finally, Jeff took me out to an awesome Kentucky dinner and got some Dixie chicken and a nice drink, and chatted. Just normal people who are passionate about photography. Alfredo, a guy who I've seen on Nikon's YouTube channel, Mark Cruz, these guys that I've watched a lot to learn about the camera brands, and then I got to hang out with them today, and it was just so cool. They're so down to earth. I just couldn't stop smiling. That was the main thing. I couldn't stop smiling because it felt like they were just more than acquaintances, but just felt like community, felt like this strong connection. And I'm grateful for that. I'm super grateful for that. One thing that I'm really looking forward to now, moving on from here, from Kentucky, is continuing to meet that community, continuing to meet other photographers and creators, people I've got to meet through Twitch and on YouTube, and maybe for the first time at conferences. But we're gonna be at the WPPI conference in March. Nikon's gonna be there. Other vendors that I got to hang out with and meet here are gonna be there. And I'm so looking forward to it, again, connecting with everyone. And I know there are people in the Light Den Academy that are closer to Vegas that will be able to get out there, and maybe we'll do a meetup, and that's what I'm really looking for. Like tonight, we had an awesome time doing a photo walk and just going and shooting and creating content. And man, that's such like a buzzword, but we were just having a lot of fun. It's not something that oh yeah, I get to go out, because I love my family, I love my girls, I love my wife. I'm not looking at this time as a time to finally get away, but I definitely could have been impatient back then. I definitely could have had an attitude of I want to get out, I want to go. But I was just focused on my family, focused on work, focused on the opportunities that were presented to me to do with with Nikon and Polar Next and stuff. And I just did it. And all of a sudden it's hey, we're going to PPA conference here in Kentucky. And I'm like, let's go. I was so excited. You know, one thing I didn't share in the last take, but I think it's pretty important, was I battled a lot with anxiety. During the last year, I did a lot of work with my therapist, and got a lot of tools and a lot of encouragement from friends sending me books to read and stuff. And this trip was big for me, traveling all the way to Kentucky by myself, taking 2 planes, in a city I'm unfamiliar with. And I felt comfortable leaving the hotel by myself, going around, talking to photographers on the street, strangers I didn't know, but you know, they're from the PPA convention, and it was an amazing experience that I won't forget. If I could bring this to a point, I guess I've got a couple. Number one is it lit a fire under my butt to get back to it, you know, because I've been through a lot of transition. I mean, we had COVID, and then we had the devastating fires in August that not only affected those who lost homes, but the entire island. And we have friends and family that we know that lost loved ones, that lost their homes, and clients that booked with me lost their home, they got to postpone. Clients who I shot their wedding lost their home, and you know, just going through that and wondering, how am I gonna get through it with my business? How am I gonna get through it with wedding photography and push through and survive? And just all these amazing opportunities kept coming, and I had to stay busy, even though like a lot of photo shoots I had lined up got canceled or postponed. I stayed busy by just sharing about what was happening, getting out there, recording, getting on the boat, bringing supplies over, like just recording those moments in history that makes a difference. And it's a huge shout out to Nikon. They didn't hesitate sending out a camera and a lens for me to use to record stories with. Huge shout out to June and Mesme TV and that company for sending out lights for me to use to capture different events for the victims of the fires and stuff. And I didn't stop. I stayed busy, kept creating, kept doing what I do best with my camera, and it just opened up amazing opportunities. And so, sorry, that was really long, but number one, it lit a fire, and I want to get back to live stream. I want to get with the Light Den Academy. They understand I've been working a lot with Polar Next, but Light Den Academy, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. That community, that amazing community where we can go and share our photography and review each other's photos and do photo editing challenges. We're gonna get back to it. So creating content for that, putting out YouTube videos. And along with that, number two, just not caring about perfection. Like a video like this, sitting in my hotel room. This is the second take, so I don't even know if it's as good as the first, but not expecting perfection. I think a lot of YouTubers can spend a lot of time trying to edit the best content and video and stuff. And frankly, I don't have a lot of time to do that, just because there's a lot of stuff I gotta do. So I'm gonna try and just keep putting out raw content, you know, straight from the heart, straight from the hip, do what I can, and be more consistent with it. So number three, I got it. I lost it, but it came back. So we're talking about community online, we're talking about Twitch community, YouTube, this photography community. I need to do a better job with cultivating community on Maui. You know, where I am, there's so many amazing creators and photographers and videographers on Maui that I want to connect with, and it's something that I haven't really done. I feel like I'm a good encourager. I feel like I'm a good supporter, and I just want to make connections with people. So I am excited. I gotta pack some more here. I packed a lot before I left because I knew that I was probably gonna go out and do some photo or whatever. Just want to leave myself open for it. So just gotta pack a few things. Got a lot of swag and things from Polar Next and Nikon and things like that. So twitch.tv/TLD Academy, and we'll stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays about like, what time? Like 7 a.m. Pacific. I don't know what that is, Eastern and Mountain Time. I'm too tired. But like, yeah, 7 a.m. Pacific, around there. We'll do our live streams, photo reviews, critiques, maybe get some more ambassadors back on stream. Dixie told me at the conference, that was like the first thing she says, when can I come back on stream? I'm like, anytime you want. So I'm super stoked just to get back on it again and everything. And just want to say again, I am super grateful, guys. LightDin Academy, Nikon, Polarnex, June, just all the supporters. I mean, it goes without saying, my wife, I wouldn't be here without her, my family believing in me. So I'm looking forward to what's next down the road on the journey. Just know I will be there creating content, encouraging you, looking to inspire you. If you have any questions, hit me up. And I'll see you in the live stream. I'll see you in Vegas at WPPI. Thank you for watching, and I'm glad this actually recorded. All right, bye.